Hey folks, Captain Mortgage here. Today, another interview with another great realtor partner. This is my gal pal from downtown Fredericksburg, Brittany Leigh, from the downtown Coldwell Banker lead office. She's a rock star realtor, serving all over Fredericksburg region, and I just wanted to introduce you to her and get to know her a little bit better.
Okay.
So, Brittany, can you tell my people, my network, just a little bit about yourself personally?
Sure. So I've been in real estate for 8 years. How much personal stuff would you like to know?
Well, we
Yeah.
don't probably don't know or care about your color, favorite color, but just a little bit about like who you are, where you grew up,
Sure.
that kind of thing. If you're local to the area, or if you're a
Yeah.
transplant.
Okay. Well, I grew up in Woodbridge.
Okay.
Lived there most of my life. Got married. My ex-husband actually was in the military. He was in the
Okay.
army. We got stationed down at Fort Myer, or I'm sorry, Fort Bragg. Fort Myer is where he was
Center of the
originally
universe.
stationed, and that's where we
Okay.
met. But anyway, went down to Fort Bragg, came back, got divorced.
It's military
Yes.
tradition, people. I've got my
The
T-shirt
first
too.
wife. The first wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I started in real estate, fell in love with it. But the reason I was saying that I went down to Fort Bragg was because that's where I kind of cut my teeth in real estate to begin
Oh,
with.
cool.
Yeah. So down there, I was in property management, actually
Mm-hmm.
for Coldwell Banker, which is kind
No.
of weird. It just like came full circle.
Yeah.
So I was in property management there. I did that for a year and a half, I think.
Okay.
But I fell in love with being my own boss, like having autonomy,
Mm-hmm.
being able to leave the office whenever I wanted to, like get out and just like, do whatever I wanted. So, well, still working, but not being
Kind
chained
of.
to a desk.
Yes. Okay.
Anyway, so I came back here. I needed to do something. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to just, I don't know. I didn't want to do like another secretary job or like
Mm-hmm.
another like something like that. I wanted to be my own boss. So I had a friend actually who was I went to high school with, that got me into real estate.
Okay.
Kind of started at smaller brokerages up north in Woodbridge. That's
Okay.
where I started my career. Like
That's where your sphere of influence
yeah,
was, so it's a good place
exactly.
to start.
Yeah. So, but then I started, we've started moving down south further, because I went to college up in Alexandria and
Mm-hmm.
Arlington and all of that. So
Yeah, I figure you're pinky
yeah.
out. So
Yeah. It's the blazer, isn't
it's
it?
the blazer. I'm wearing shorts. You can't see it, but I'm a little more chill than she is.
Anyway, so I started moving further south. I noticed a stark difference in the way real estate is handled
Mm-hmm.
up north versus down south, and just the people, the difference in people. I absolutely fell in love with Fredericksburg when I moved down here. I actually live in downtown now. My office is in downtown. So I don't know. I wanted to focus everything down here. So I started progressively like moving my business down here. Although I still have clients in Northern Virginia.
Sure.
My parents are still in Woodbridge. I still go up there all the time to like
Mm-hmm.
visit and say hi and, hang
What
out and
about
stuff.
Fredericksburg did you fall in love with?
I mean, what couldn't you fall in love with in Fredericksburg? I know, like,
Architecture, history.
it is. It's all the things.
Yeah.
The history, the
Downtown's
architecture.
awesome.
Yeah, I literally like we just went on the ghost tour in downtown
I wasn't
Fredericksburg.
a part of any
He was.
association.
Anyway, but like anytime I travel, especially to somewhere on the East Coast
Mm-hmm.
specifically, I always do a ghost tour because
Mm-hmm.
you learn the history, you learn about like what happened, you learn about the Civil War, you learn about the Revolutionary War, how we as Americans like,
Yeah.
just seceded from Great Britain. So anyway, all that to say, there's just so much to do in Fredericksburg, right? We have the Rappahannock. I love paddleboarding, so
Mm-hmm.
I do that pretty often on the Rappahannock River. It's downriver is pretty calm, so that's a good place to do
Yeah.
it. There's that. There's hiking available that a lot of people don't know about around the quarry. Did you know? You look surprised.
I think somebody told me about that
Yeah.
when I first moved here, but I
Yeah.
haven't heard it since.
Yeah, there's hiking trails all along
Yeah.
that. Yeah, you can hike along the river. You could actually hike along and like swim and stuff as well. Um, Then there's also the nightlife. I know a lot of people don't think of Fredericksburg downtown as like having a place,
I'm
a
in bed by
nightlife.
8 o'clock, so I don't know what she's talking about.
It's only occasionally,
Yeah.
I'm too old to like do it all the time. But like we have great restaurants like
Yeah.
Fahrenheit. Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
love that place.
Yeah.
You know, it's just everything about it. It's still family friendly. It's still small enough to have a sense of
Mm-hmm.
community, to like feel like you're part of something bigger than yourself.
Sure.
I volunteer a lot. I have kind of told you about that. So like I love being around the people here. So there's that addition, and it's still not too big to where it feels like a major metropolitan area, but it's big enough to like have all of the
Has all
major
the
things.
modern conveniences.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. You have all the big stores over in Central Park. You're still close to everything up north.
Mm-hmm.
You're right in the middle of Richmond and DC, so you could
Yeah.
go to one or the other. We do have traffic here. It's not nearly as bad as Northern Virginia.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
not anything crazy
Hmm.
by the
Yeah. Yeah.
that DC where
Yeah.
that little hub is,
Right.
and we got the VRE down here
Oh,
now.
I know.
So if you don't mind taking the
Mhm.
train to work, the commute to DC,
Yeah. HOV lanes too.
yep,
So
hot
there's
lanes are
that.
down
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So.
I love it. I'm a country boy, and
Mhm.
I've born and raised in the country. The only time I
Right.
lived in the city was when I was in the military,
Mhm.
but I just love Fredericksburg so much. I love history so much. One of
Yeah.
my college degrees is in history, and
Oh, I didn't know that.
I absolutely love it. And so does my wife.
Yeah.
And we're always tempted every time we're downtown, which is
Yeah.
seems like every other day nowadays. But
Mhm.
we just see the homes and we
Mhm.
just see everything it has to offer,
Yeah.
and it's really drawn us in.
Yeah. Do you ever
I might
like
have to.
walk by the old houses and you're just like, oh, I want to go in there so bad?
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
like, let me have a tour.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
As you can tell from what Brittany had to say, she's an experienced agent,
Mm.
including property management. How many years you got in?
Um, 9.5. If
Woo!
it's including property management, yeah.
Nine
It'll
and
be
a
nine and a
half.
half. Yeah.
Whereas there's so many newer agents these last couple of years, like 9.5, that's
Yeah.
serious. That's like 30 years in other professions.
Yeah.
9.5 in real estate, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
And she's a native to this area, so
Mhm.
she's seen the growth, she's
Yeah.
seen the urban sprawl,
Yeah.
she knows all the things.
Yeah.
And then her being a mother as well, she can definitely empathize with you as you're looking for your family and the military family.
Mhm.
We have a lot of influx here. I know my last stop was Fort Belvoir.
Mhm.
A lot of families, PCS into the area, Belvoir, Quantico, AP Hill,
Yeah.
Dahlgren. She can definitely relate, as can I, the stresses of a military move on a
Yeah.
family,
Mhm.
and she can definitely take care of you in that respect.
Yeah.
If you guys need anything real estate related, any mortgage questions, hit me up. Any buy sell questions,
Mhm.
hit up my girl Brittany,
Yeah.
and also just anything in general. Like even if you don't need us for real estate, we're
Mhm.
here to help you. We genuinely love people, and we love our area, our little neck of the woods. So
Mhm.
hit us up anytime.
Yes. It's a great place to live.
Absolutely.
Love to have you.
Thanks.